Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the Trevor Bauer signing more in depth today, what it means for the Dodgers and all that stuff. In my earlier video announcing the deal, all the details like that, I was a little bit biased, just a little bit shocked. I like the Dodgers a lot. They're one of my favorite teams, but taking all the bias out of it, I honestly think the Dodgers didn't need him, neither did the Mets. It was more just to put the icing on the cake. But if Bauer repeats his Cy Young year, which is highly unlikely, I'm going to admit that it's really unlikely, then the Dodgers are going to be scary to face because you're going to have Kershaw, you're going to have Bueller, you're going to have Bauer, Gosselin, May, Price, Urias. So they're going to be a tough team to beat. Looking at their division, what it sort of means for that, their main obstacle obviously is the Padres. Say someone on the Padres gets hurt, then obviously the Dodgers might blow through them. They only play each other like 16 times in the regular season. The rest of that division isn't really the best. The Rockies are in a weird state right now. The Diamondbacks are, they're building up. They're coming back off of sort of some down years, but they're building up right now. They have some good pieces, but this year I don't see them getting into the playoffs. The Giants are a good team, but I don't know if they have the same amount of pitching as the Dodgers. And then there's some other teams there as well. If Bauer went to the Mets, again, they would have had a crazy rotation of DeGrom, Syndergaard, Bauer, Stroman, Carrasco, Peterson, Lugo, Yamamoto, Lucchesi. So both teams are stacking up for the playoffs. Longest season this year. The regular season is 162 games instead of 60. So they're preparing for all the depth moves and all that stuff. It is going to be crazy. And now talking about what this means for the rest of the Dodgers offseason, I could see the Dodgers trying to ship David Price really hard. I feel like they're going to try and trade him. There's a potential that three teams could be paying Price's salary, so the Dodgers are paying Price $16 million, and I believe the Boston Red Sox are paying him $14 million for the next 2 years. The Dodgers obviously, if Price if he isn't performing at his same rate, obviously want to offload him because next year they have some big people they have to resign: Seager, Bellinger, Kershaw. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do there. Bauer is making $40 million first year, 45 in the next year. I believe that is true, and then 18 in the third year. He's probably going to opt out of that, though. He has an opt-out option for that year. If Bauer gets 40 million and 45 million, Kershaw is obviously going to want a lot. Bellinger is going to want at least 25, 30 million. Seager is going to want 30 million. So they have to spend some money next year. I think Urias goes on the free agent market next year. I'm pretty sure, I don't know 100% on that, but Dodgers are going to have to spend a lot of money next year. And looking into the other free agent options, what this means. So obviously, I don't see the Dodgers getting any other pitching pieces, but this might mean that Justin Turner might not come back. I know a lot of Dodgers fans out there like Turner. I don't really have an opinion on him, but I know lots of Dodgers fans out there like him. I know some people don't like him, but it looks like Milwaukee's been talking to him, the Mets have been talking to him, the Blue Jays have been talking to him. I don't really see the Blue Jays getting him. I don't think they need him unless he goes into DH and they trade Randall Gritchett. The Brewers could use him. At third base as a bat. They have a full infield, but they could obviously use another bat and trade someone. The Mets, the Mets actually just won their arbitration case with J.D. Davis today, so they could trade Davis and pick up Turner or Bryant or Suarez. And Mets fans, if you're listening, don't be too down about this. You guys, the Mets didn't need him, like I said. Neither did the Dodgers. None of these teams really need him. It was just the icing on the cake. The Mets are still going to be really good. I think Bauer didn't sign in New York, one, because he was born in California and he still lives near that area. Two is because in that division you have guys like Soto, Turner, Acuna Jr. You got a bunch of super players over there. You got Harper, you got Realmuto, you got Freeman. So there's just a lot more. There's more obstacles over there. So he's going to put up bigger numbers in the NL West, unless the Padres beat him up every single game. But that's unlikely. So I feel like for his stats' sake, he wants to go to LA. Maybe more of a winning. Like, both teams are going to probably meet up in the playoffs at one point, but it's just a good move there. But then again, I don't see Justin Turner coming back, which doesn't really affect the Dodgers. Lux is coming up, and they could always put Rios at third base. They could put Lex at second, Seager at short, Muncy at first. So they still have lots of options on the infield without Justin Turner. And if they do have Turner, they have even more options. I do see the Dodgers trying to dump some salary though, whether that be by trading Pollock or trading Price or someone like that. So definitely a lot more moves coming from this team, the Dodgers, and this is going to start a ripple effect because the Mets lost out on Bauer. They can still go out and get Jake Odorizzi. And speaking like guys about Jake Odorizzi or James Paxton or Taijuan Walker, this sets their market. Bauer gets $40 million. Odorizzi's probably going to go to his teams and be like, okay, he got $20 million. Sorry, he got $40 million. I want $20 million. A bit excessive, but you get the point that he's going to obviously set his market probably higher now that Bauer got $40 million, and it's going to start a ripple effect because the Mets are probably going to pursue Odorizzi or Walker or Paxton. The Blue Jays were in on Bauer for a bit but gave up on him. They're probably going to pursue Paxton and Odorizzi and Walker. There's other trades that could happen still. Sonny Gray, Castillo, Hendricks are still on the market trade-wise. So the Mets have the pieces to go out and get another starter like Hendricks or Gray. The Padres, I expect the Padres to probably make another move after this unless they're truly done for the offseason. The Blue Jays are probably going to go out and make a move, whether it be a free agent signing or getting Kyle Hendricks or signing Gray. So there's going to be a lot of moves that come from this. And like speaking more about the Dodgers' futures, like he's most likely going to opt out after the third year, so they don't have to pay him that $18 million. They can spend it somewhere else. They're probably going to try to trade some of the bigger contracts like Pollock or Price, and they can extend Kershaw, Bellinger, Seager, all those players because they dumped that salary, and Bauer gives them the chance to win a World Series again 2 years in a row, maybe even 3 years in a row if they re-sign their players. So a very good deal there. And like you guys heard about the ripple effect that's going to happen, there's going to be lots of stuff that's happening. So be sure to stay close to the channel so I can break those down and tell you guys all the info about those deals if you want to hear more about it. I'm really excited to see all this ripple effect that goes down. There's going to be lots of moves happening. And it's going to be interesting to see what some teams do now that Bauer is off the market. And now the starting pitcher, the free agent market for starting pitching is sort of down to the B tier now. There's no A tiers left really. So it's going to be interesting to see. If you guys enjoyed this, be sure to stay close to the channel for more updates, details, and other baseball content. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.